I had a really great question, a comment on one of my YouTube videos, and the individual asked, "Why are you creating videos? I'm curious as to know what your why is." And that really inspired me making this video right here, which is actually, rather than just me telling my story about my why, is actually making this into something which actually helped me identify my why. And what I found has really helped me be clear on why I do what I do, and also some things which really help me strengthen my why. And I want to just share that with you if maybe you don't know what your why is, what your purpose is, why you do what you do. And if you feel that maybe you've got a decent why, but it's just not that strong. Because there's a quote which has just been huge in my life, and I got it from the book Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And the quote is actually from a philosopher called Nietzsche. And the quote is, "When your why is big enough, the hows will take care of themselves." I think this day and age, people are really looking for the tactics, the strategies, the everything, and there's plenty of information out there. You know, the amount of free information there is on YouTube, it's endless. And there's all the tactics, all the strategies out there to help you get whatever you want in life. But I think the reason why, me and most people just don't do those things, don't enact those strategies, the hows, is because we just don't have a why. Or maybe our why just isn't big enough. And as the quote says, when the why is big enough, the hows will take care of itself. And I think the reason why having a why and having a strong why is so important is because when you don't have it, you will require motivation, but externally. So you'll need people to basically either threaten you with a stick or incentivize you with a carrot. Hit you with a stick or dangle the carrot in front of you. And I just think that's not a very wise strategy to depend on that, because when you don't have that in your life, you don't do anything because there's no motivation there. And so I think it's a lot more wiser in terms of whatever it is you want to achieve in life. I think it's wise to just, rather than rely on others, the external things out there, I think it's a lot more wiser to actually just be able to be independent of that. And you don't need to rely on that. And the only person you really need to rely on is yourself. And what really helps you with relying more on yourself and being independent and being your own source of motivation, I call it inspiration, motivation from within, is just having a really strong and really clear why. So in this video, what I want to do is I want to basically explain two strategies. One strategy is to actually help you get clear on your why. And then the second thing is actually to help you strengthen your why. So if you don't know what your why is, or you feel like you've got a pretty good why, but it's not really that strong because maybe you procrastinate, you get distracted very easily, you hesitate or whatever, then the strengthening might be valuable for you as well. So let's get into it. Last year, at the start of 2023, I launched a group coaching program, and I called the program Best Year Yet. Basically, it was a 12-week program designed to help people get really clear on what they want, get clear on things like their why, and just overcome all the blocks, all they perceive to be in the way of them actually having the best year of their life. And so this video, the two strategies, is basically exactly what I did with my clients. And it was just two guys joined the program, but this is what I did with them. So one guy, he just wasn't very clear on his why. He just didn't really have one. And so what we did was we did an exercise. It's called, I call it why. And what this is it's basically focusing on, well, what do you want? Because I think everyone has a sense of what they want, but they don't really know why they want it. So this individual wanted to be a financial trader. He wants to basically be consistent by the end of the year in terms of consistently taking money from his trading endeavors. And all we basically do, and all you do, is you basically ask the question, why? Just start by asking, what do you want? And then why do you want it? And he gave an answer. I want to basically make money. I hate my job. And then I basically asked, well, why do you want to quit your job? Why do you want to make more money? And basically, when you ask why again, it's kind of like Inception. And in the film Inception, when they go into a dream and then they go into a dream within a dream, it gets a lot more deeper. It's kind of like the iceberg analogy. And so essentially what you do is you figure out the goal, you ask, well, why do you want to achieve that goal? And then whatever your answer is, you just want to ask why again. So in this scenario, I want to make more money. I want to basically, I think the individual said that they want to basically quit the job and make more money. Well, why do you want to quit your job and make more money? Well, I want to really be able to provide for my family. Okay. And ask the question again. Why do you want to provide for your family? And this isn't necessarily like we did this 3 times. I think we did it about 5 times. But every single why you ask, you're going deeper and deeper and deeper. And we got there where basically this individual said, the reason why is my dad wasn't there for me and my family. And we really struggled, and it was really hard for us growing up, and sort of really put my mum in a really, really tough spot. And I don't want that to happen to my kids. And I kind of just got goosebumps then, but it was sort of it was that moment where me, the individual, and the other participant, it was just like a few seconds of just not saying anything and just really feeling that. And basically, this exercise of basically figuring out what you want, getting, clear on the why, how you do that is you just peel back the layers. You just ask why, until essentially you get to a really big kind of pain point, like this client did. And essentially the reason why I've drawn this graph is because you're here in the present moment. You're probably not too elated or too deflated. There's not really any negative and positive. There's just like a present moment watching this video. And we have the past and the future. And what I found to be really effective to help you identify your why is to actually go in the past and identify these key moments of pain, these negative moments. Because we as human beings, we are really driven toward pleasure, but also we want to get away from pain. And I found an excellent motivator, an excellent why is we're wanting to get away from some kind of pain. But a lot of us, we're just not clear on it. And so this exercise of just basically figuring out, well, what do you want and why do you want it? And then whatever comes up, why? Whatever comes up, why? And keep asking that until you get a moment which just hits you. You might have been aware of it, but it might not have hit you like it does in this moment, or like with my client, just came out of nowhere and we all just got hit by it. You could feel the insight. You could feel that clarity emerge into, this makes sense as to why I'm doing what I'm doing. And so the first tip, if you're not clear on your why, is do this exercise. Keep asking why you want that thing, whatever the thing you're chasing, until you get to a really strong pain point. And just understanding that can really create some massive fuel. Because this client, checking in with him this year, he's now traveling. He's taken 3 months. He's actually quit his job and he's traveling. I think he said he was in Poland or Romania. And he's just now living that lifestyle of just trading and trying to make that work and making that work as far as I'm aware. Not to say it's just purely this, but this has an impact. This had an impact on my client then, and it works for me. When I've done this, I want to make more videos. Why? Because I want to help people. I'm just doing this right now on the spot. Why do I want to help people? Well, because I feel like there's a lot of problems going on right now, and the things out there are just not really hitting the mark. There's a lot of, advice and a lot of, mental health services and things like that, but mental health is getting worse than ever. Well, why is that so important to me? Why do I want to do these videos to play my part? And with me, with my life, I've really struggled with mental health. I've really felt like I've played so small in my life, and I felt that going through things like a form of depression, I don't really want people to go through that or go through that on their own. The things I've learned from my experiences, I feel can really change people's lives and really help them for the better. And I could keep going, but every time you ask the why, you just get deeper and deeper and deeper. It's like peeling back the onion, and you can get some profound insights by doing this. So if you want to get clear on your why, consider doing that. What do you want? Why do you want it? Whatever comes up. Why that? Why? Until you get here. Now, let's say if you've done that, but it's like, well, what do I do with that? The second thing you can do in terms of strengthening that, making it really strong, is basically, as I said, human beings are really motivated by two things: avoiding pain or seeking pleasure. So one thing you could do is, rather than needing people to motivate you, tell you what to do those things. This is why I'm not a really big fan of accountability. Can you hold me accountable? Can you mess me every day? No, that sucks for me and for you. I'd rather you be inspired by doing it. And so whatever it is you really want to do, every single decision we make in life, every decision, we perceive doing this decision over the alternative is more beneficial than the alternative. We perceive this decision has more benefits than drawbacks, or positives and negatives, more positives in this one. It's going to give us more advantage over this option. And so every single decision we make, we just perceive it has more advantages than disadvantages. It's the most advantageous thing to do, hence why we decide that thing. And so if you really want to create a really strong internal why, an inspiration to pursue whatever it is you want in your life, well, obviously getting clear on what that thing is for you, start there. But once there's this goal, basically to strengthen that why, so you just internally feel inspired to pursue it and you don't need other people to tell you what to do, you just go do it, is you want to basically associate as many advantages, as many positives, and as many benefits with doing or achieving that thing. And so all you do, this is called linking. And so what you can do is, just by simply asking a question and basically saying, what are the benefits I'm going to experience if I achieve this thing? Or if I do this certain action required to achieve this thing? So for example, I had, when I first started coaching, so this was in 2021, I started with coaching people on money. And I basically did a similar exercise here, and I helped a client with saving money. They wanted to have more money, manage their money better, and build wealth, and eventually invest. And they weren't really saving. And so what I did was, I basically asked, what's the benefit you're going to experience when you save money? What's the benefit to you of saving money? And I swear to God, initially, my client was like this. And it must have been about 30 seconds, which felt like forever, but it was a long time when they just could not see a benefit of saving. And I jumped in and I basically said, can you see as to why you're not saving money? Why you've really struggled with that? Because you don't see any benefits, you don't see any reasons as to why you should save. So as I said, every single decision we make in our life, we perceive it has more advantages than disadvantages. So he actually saw there was more benefits of maybe spending his money rather than saving it. There's more benefits and more pleasures, there's more gains, there's more positives to spend money than save it. And so to help this individual actually just start saving money, is we just started to associate more positives, more pleasures, more benefits to the thing he wanted to do, which was save. And so it's the same thing you can do here. So what's the benefits you're going to experience when you achieve this goal or you start doing this action. So for example, the other client I had in my best year yet group coaching program, I believe their goal was to start eating healthier and going to the gym, just to actually start prioritizing their health. And they perceive when focusing on them and their routines, that's really going to help them achieve their goal, which was more along the lines of actually trading as well, financial trading. But they perceived it was just getting their routines right. And so we just did this exercise. What's the benefits you're going to experience when you start really prioritizing your health? When you start going to the gym consistently and start meal prepping and things like that. And we just started coming up with all these benefits, listing off a load of benefits and linking, seeing the links. Oh, wow, when I start doing these things, it means this. It's going to help me be more focused when I trade. It's actually going to make me feel better and have more energy so I can actually go throughout the day longer. I'm going to have a lot more clarity. I'm going to have less stress. I'm actually going to be able to make clearly think better. And, when I'm actually, feeling good, I'm actually going to make better decisions. So I'm going to make better trades. And so this client, because we just started associating all these positives around the action of going to the gym, so doing something, they could see that when they start doing this action, it's going to actually help them achieve their goal of trading. And literally, we just started going through these links and just associating all these positives, these future benefits with doing this action. And my client, the one on the coaching call, the group coaching program, basically said he just wants to get off and go to the gym. He just felt so inspired and felt like he had so much energy. He basically said, like, I just feel energized and awake, inspired. I believe he went to the gym straight away, and he started pretty much going to the gym. I think it was 6 times a week, because he could see, when I go to the gym, it's going to help me get what I want. And so that's the video. That's basically it. So to recap, if you don't know what your why is, consider doing the first part of the exercise. What do you want? What do you want in life? What's the goal? Okay, once you've got that, why? And you probably say an answer, and it will just be a bit surface level. Cool, whatever the answer is, why do you want that? And go deeper on that. And whatever comes up there, why do you want that? Why is this? Or why? Whatever the answer is, just keep asking why until you get here. Until you get to a big pain point, a big thing what maybe happened to you, or a big thing you perceived and experienced that you don't ever want to happen to you or anyone else ever again, maybe. And get really clear on the past negative which you're trying to avoid. And just getting clear on that can really help you just be clear on your why, and just give you a new sense of mission, purpose. It's just this. Don't want this to happen to anyone or me again. And that could be it. That could completely change how you behave. But also, maybe you're clear on this, or maybe you've done this and you want to really turbocharge and strengthen your why, so it's just really strong. And like the client I had, you're just filled with so much life force and energy that you just go do the thing. Consider this, which is start linking the goal, achieving the goal, or linking certain actions where if you do this certain thing, it's going to help you achieve the goal. It's up to you, but just start associating more positives with it and start creating links. So all you do is you just ask the question, how is achieving this goal going to benefit me? And what you can do is you can start being a bit more specific and saying, like with my client, how is going to the gym going to help my trading? But also, how's the gym going to help my health? How's the gym going to help me financially? How's the gym going to help me spiritually? How's the gym going to help me socially? How's it going to help me with my family? How's it going to help me with my mindset? How's it going to help me with my job, my vocation? And start getting more specific, and you can just start creating these links with all these different areas of life. And when you see by just doing this thing, which in this case was going to the gym, how it's going to help with everything in life, and you just see all these advantages, you just can't wait to do it. Because when I do it, I'm going to get all these things. And that's going to help you really change your life in some positive way. So that's it. that's the video. So I really appreciate, let me find the name. It's Rasmus Ferris for asking this question, because your question really helped me create this video, which I hope has been useful or valuable to whoever's been watching. And if you've gotten this far, I really appreciate you watching, and I really hope this was useful. And so what I'd love to know is, whatever you found most valuable about this video, whatever was most insightful or most useful, most valuable, please let me know by dropping a comment in the comment section below. If you like this video, then please give it a like. It really helps me out. And if you want to see more videos like this, just don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I'm not stopping making videos. And if you want me to make a certain video on a certain topic, let me know that as well. Shoot me a comment or shoot me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram's in the description below. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.